Hello everyone to another video. Today I want to make a guide on KUMA. I think it's a really interesting hero, really strong obviously from what most of the people have been able to see. Mine is currently 5122. I guess I got kinda lucky by avoiding this skill. Still have my gold heads here. I'm saving them for the red head because I plan on maxing both, and it's harder to get the red heads than the KUMA ones. So yeah, today I'm gonna go over the talent tree that I'm using, which has slightly differences from other people, which I don't know. I'll go over it later on. I'm gonna talk about possible pairings and possible artifacts. Okay, I don't have the red head yet, so as you can see here, I'm gonna push this next strongest lord probably. Plus I'm waiting on him to be on dailies. At least now we have KUMA on dailies, which is nice. I guess I'm gonna be buying them. And yeah, let's start with the talent tree because it's gonna be the quickest thing to get over. KUMA primary is mainly for open field. Bear in mind, like, my KUMA is level 57, so I'm missing a few points. But this is the talent tree that I'm running currently. Now, for KUMA specifically, I went with the defense perks, like here for example, and here. Well, here I mean I have another option, but here for example, because this hero has a lot of HP, like a shit ton of HP to be honest. So buffing the defense, I think in this case for this hero might be the only infantry heroes where buffing defense is actually beneficial. Plus, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care that much about march speed for infantry. Mainly because, yes, when you're moving around the map and you're chasing maybe some caps, march speed is good. But whenever you're just face tanking, like, it doesn't matter. Like, all you care about is trying to reduce damage, so I went with this route. Then I went full infantry, so I took defense, skill damage reduction. You could take here skill damage increase if you're pairing him with the right head. I think both are fine. Because, like, if you've seen any report from, like, rallies or anything like that, you can see that the right head guy deals a shit ton of damage with skills, which this will enhance that. I still will go for hero skill damage reduction because you're getting constantly swarmed. Excuse me. From these three, I'm not gonna lie, I think those three are pure garbage, to be honest. I don't care about normal attack damage bonus in my infantry. Like, if I'm auto-attacking something, it's probably gonna be other infantry, which I'm already dealing low damage, so this will really not help. And the moment I target range units, they will just retreat, so you can go with this. So I don't know, you can still move, or for example, you see, like, this is actually kinda useful with the warlord buff. So something I've been doing with the warlord buff is I activate it, I go in with my infantry. When I start losing HP, if I don't literally get one shot, I will pull back, get the heal, and then send my infantry again. I do the same with my range units, okay? Getting that out of combat and getting the heal back up and going in again is really, really useful. But yeah, apart from that, I went with the heal one, okay? This hero has some healing, so I don't know, why not enhance it a bit. Here, to be honest, you can go with both. You could either go with defense or attack, as well as with Garsh Goal. I always say go with attack, due to the insane amount of defense that March has. Here you can go both, pick wherever you want. I'm still gonna go with attack. Here, taking less normal attack damage is super important. Like, if you check your reports whenever you're getting swarmed, normal attack damage is a huge part. And then we come to this one. Now, a lot of people tend to pick the counter-attack damage, and I get it. Okay, I get it. But I do believe this is better. Like, this for me is way better. Now, why? So this is giving you 4% extra counter-attack versus 15% stats. 15%, which is huge. 5% attack, 5% defense, 5% HP. Now, I tried to talk with CS to see exactly the difference. He is not able to provide me with the... So let's say you want to increase your counter-attack. You can either go with attack or you can go with counter-attack, okay? Counter-attack will probably be like a higher increase in damage, but attack is increasing your counter-attack damage too. So maybe we're talking this gives you truly a 4% increase in damage, but this 5% gives you 2%. So truly you're just missing on 2% extra counter-attack damage, which, by the way, then you have one extra point that you can put in 0.8. So now we're talking just about like 1.2% extra counter-attack damage. Like, bear in mind, I don't know these numbers exactly, okay? Like, this is more on the theory craft part, okay? But like, we know attack increases counter-attack damage. Apart, attack increases pet damage, hero skill damage, normal attack damage. So for me, this attack has way more value than the counter-attack, but then you need to add that you're getting 5% defense and 5% HP buff. And I confirmed with CS that this HP buff will actually buff the redhead, okay? So for me, this is way better. Now you might be saying, well, it's only a 10% chance to proc. Well, let me tell you, I've actually checked the report, it took my time. Okay, my farmers got hit, wherever. I don't know, let's check, for example, here, battle log. So, we need to look for that buff. Not here. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is the buff, it's not released. Text effect. This in theory is the... Okay, here again. Let's see. Aquí, here, again. Like, it's proccing non-stop. I don't know why there's such a big difference between Generalist and the extra counter-attack damage. Where is my KUMA? So, I don't know, maybe this 2% is making that huge of a difference, but like, this is proccing non-stop, and this is just proccing, like, I made some math, I think it was proccing like once every 20 turns. So yeah. Again, because this HP actually helps buffing the damage of the march itself, plus the attack, plus the defense. I'd go with this always, then you take flank protection. And then here, I mean, I don't know, like, ready for battle, for, like, okay, so let's analyze this. So we get 1 extra seconds on our buffs. Okay, bear in mind, but you're getting 1 second more of extra HP. And that extra HP is actually massive. Now, what's the issue? You're probably cycling your rage faster than those 10 seconds with those heroes. So I think this point might, now that I think about it, this might be actually a waste. Because if I'm cycling faster to the point where I don't even get that value of the extra second, yeah, maybe I swap to this. Because even if this barely procs, like, on average, you should be able to proc your infantry skill faster than 10 seconds. So that extra second should be not really helping except for this. Okay, so this guy has... no, here. So, I mean, you can add 1 more second for that extra 20% counter-attack damage. But now that I think about it, I'm probably gonna switch it, to be honest. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it now. Still have my free... I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take... Increases HP, mitigate the stack, okay. Take defense. Take this. I'm gonna take the healing, even though that's probably like negligible. Whatever. Take this. I take this. I take this. So pretty much this will only benefit you on the counter-attack part of League 1, and it's on the awakening skill. Because it stands, like if it were less than 10 seconds, I'd go with this, because this barely procs, but yeah. So this will be the infantry route, and then, so I asked CS, this does not help with the damage of the march, okay? The issue is this is not a temporal buff, so you're just stacking it, but it doesn't have like a timer, like a cooldown, as well as this one does, which is 1 second. So I'm going with the PvP route to lock of throw, so when your legion launches a counterattack in the field, you have a 10% chance to... it's all damage reduction, which is super good. I'm going with the attack. Here, I mean, you can go with the march pit if you want. I'm gonna go with defense, like, I don't know. Now, here, I choose the HP right now because my pairing is not Lake 1. But the moment you have the redhead, this probably be better. One, you already, I mean, I'm gonna pick it anyways, but yeah. You probably already have a shit ton of HP just from the KUMA stealing and the artifact, etc, plus the pet. There's a lot of skill damage coming from the redhead, so buffing that can be quite helpful. And whenever I get my other points, I'm putting 1 more here, 1 here, and then I'm picking counter-attack, which is gonna be this one. This one is 0.8% versus 1% here. So that'd be my KUMA talent tree. For possible pairings, this here is really made to be used with Lake 1, okay? Now, in all the pairings of this game, you have 1 protagonist and the other hero. Okay, the protagonists are, for example, Forondil, Emiris, Goresh. Why? The artifact is their weapon. Okay, so if we check, for example, KUMA, you can see that, well, I don't have it yet. I probably unlock the artifact tomorrow. The weapon is the artifact. The synergy with the pet is based on the HP of the march. So you can tell that he's the protagonist, okay? Now the thing is, like, one depends a lot on the HP. So for example, this damage factor scales with infantry HP bonus. We're getting that from KUMA, stealing all that HP from his main skill, plus the generalist perk, for example, and like the artifact too. But if you check the remaining of the hero, like, it's pretty basic. You have some HP bonus, you have some infantry unit skill damage taken reduction, some extra, even like more HP bonus. So like, I'm seeing so much, like, this march has so much fucking HP that I'm thinking that actually maybe picking this one is better than the attack. Like, both are good, but like, you have so much HP, it's kind of, well, yeah, I'm gonna take, like, do not take this, go with the skill damage and then with the look of draw. But yeah, so I was saying, your real good combo is gonna be, because, like, here's the issue, you can use KUMA with other heroes that I'm gonna talk about. The issue is then who do you use Lake 1 with? Because the issue with this guy is infantry HP bonus is coming from KUMA. Without KUMA, he will not deal as much damage. Where is the other one? No, it's... I thought there was another synergy with another skill. Okay, it seems it's mainly this damage factor, but again, like, this scales like super high. Like, Lake 1 is only 1.5 to 1.7k. If you check any of the rally reports, you can see that it deals insane amount of damage. That's thanks in part to KUMA. So if you were to use KUMA, I don't know, with Gorish, for example, like, whoever you put with Lake 1 is gonna go from like a really hard-hitting hero to like a mid-tier 1, because he will lack the scaling of the infantry HP bonus. So your main pairing should be KUMA Lake 1 for open field and Lake 1 KUMA for rally. Okay. Now, other possible pairings for KUMA. So I tested some stuff. Okay, bear in mind MT4. Okay, so I tested Lake 1 modeling. It did not do bad. I don't know why here I got so wrecked. Okay, so here, for example. Okay, so for pairings. So let's see what we have left over. So like, Lake 1 modeling doesn't seem to be really doing that good. Like, bear in mind I'm T4 and I'm probably fighting shit ton of T5s and getting sore, but like, look at this, like 100k save wounds from this. I don't know. Do I have still... There was a good report with Lake 1, well, Gorish KUMA, but I think it's gone. Yeah, I don't think I have it anymore. But yeah, my recommendation pairings, if you don't have the red hat, is you can use KUMA Gorish, but then again you're breaking your Gorish skull. You can do, for example, KUMA, like, you can do Gorish KUMA with skull husk if you have husk. That will be something viable. Another combo you can do is like fuck, can I stop saying the name of the other one? You can use KUMA with Mogro. Where's my Mogro? Now, it's not that the March is gonna like perform super good, but the thing is you can stack all these HP debuffs, which it's kinda crazy. Plus, the second Mogro skill, when the Legion inflicts a debuff upon a target via an innate skill, which is the primary skill, the effect is also transmitted to up to 2 surrounding targets. So you can spread like this HP debuff to like the enemy frontline, or if you're using this as a blink infantry for debuff, you use KUMA, Mogro, full, like, with a blink artifact, you blink into the enemy DPS ball when your team is pushing, and now you like you're just like a nuke, but with debuffs. Is you debuff so many people with HP, and they do a stack. Okay, it's not that one overruns the other one; they do a stack. Plus, you have some AoE skill damage factor, which is nice. Other possible pairings. I mean, with Garwood, don't do it. Okay, there's no damage. Like, the issue is there's absolutely zero damage. No one deals damage with a KUMA Garwood. Like, yes, you have the synergy of the healing, blah 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 blah. No, it fucking sucks. Like, yes, you will tank for a shit ton of time, but you're probably getting the worst report in your life. Nika, I haven't tested, but probably not that great, to be honest. Like I wouldn't really bother with Nika. Madeline, mediocres to bad reports. So for me, the tier list is obviously KUMA with the red hat. Then we're talking KUMA with Gorish. Okay, this really does, like, KUMA with Gorish does really good. and then you can use KUMA with more for more the AoE debuff. I'm still to test it with Musheng. She's only 5111. Musheng is just so strong overall that I do believe it will probably work. What I'm not sure is how good it will be. Okay, that's the issue. And now for the last part, we're gonna talk about pets. Well, no, fuck me, I still need to do artifacts and then pets. So let's do pets first. So I already uploaded a video about the new pet, the Mossrock. Okay, still working on him because I mean I think it's fair enough to at least bring it to 2 and test it. So obviously this pet is made to be used with KUMA and with Liquan because it can even gives HP, scales over of infantry HP bonus. Okay, and look, let me show you this. Okay, so here are the pets. Okay, used the highest damage builds that you can do on the Venomous on the Mossrock Aurochs. And the HP bonus, like let me see if I can find the reports. So I saw in some reports on some enemy Kumas, like literally 175% extra HP. But oh, we took a Spire. Okay, it was like what just happened? We have 30 HP. I need to see where do I cast some skills here. Why do I have only 20 HP extra? Okay, for example, here where you have 80%. Okay, how much do you have around here? 80% still. 95%. 95. So again, 50 is too low. I'm gonna say 150% extra HP on average. I'm gonna go with this value. Maybe it's too high, maybe it's not, but I think it's fair for the pet. And then here we have the Venomous Lizard. So if, for example, we had, let's say, you're getting strong by 20 people, okay, which is not weird with infantry. We can see 3.6k DPS damage versus here, for example, we had 3.3. So, like, again, you can see that there's, like, it doesn't scale better, that one either. And if I do this, I'm gonna lose a shit ton of damage, probably. This is the HP one, right? What is it here? Like, the main issue is it seems look, if I did reduce this by like 30%, it doesn't really decrease that much the damage. Like, the scaling of the HP doesn't seem to be that crazy. In theory, by the calculator, like, is this really the highest damage? Like, I thought that I made the build where the damage went way higher with this pet than the Venomous Lizard. I guess I was wrong. Because again, like, the scaling of the Venomous Lizard when there's a lot of people attacking you, like, okay, first you need to see, like, okay, do I trust the calculator? Second, you need to take into account this giving you 10% lesion HP, which is HP will help KUMA for Liquan, for example, deal more damage. Okay, like, you're still missing that synergy with the Venomous Lizard. But, like, again, I had, like, then you need to consider with the Venomous Lizard, I'm hitting every single mark that is hitting me. Like, okay, sure, there's an internal cooldown about how many people you can hit per turn, but you can hit ranged units. With this one, you're only hitting what you have on melee range. And usually it's other infantry, which has a lot of damage reduction. So, yeah. Like, I'm still not decided on the pet. I'm gonna test it myself. I'm gonna make it 2 stars. I'm gonna make it like a decent build, and I will test it myself on the open field. We max stats 3.5, but if we max stats here, like, I don't know, like, either the Venomous Lizard is so fucking broken that will never be. It's just the infection. Like, it's just the main skill of the pet. Wait, we have higher crit chance because of the lag. Okay, so wait, can we maybe if we remove this, we actually get more damage? 2844. No. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the pet doesn't seem to be that good. I had high expectations about it, but the moment I saw, like, if it was a long range, like the venomous lizard, I'd be like, yeah, sure, I'm going with this one. But because it's melee, I don't know. I'm talking always open field. I don't have that huge expectations. And now, finally, we're gonna talk about artifacts. I always forget where you can check all the artifacts. Is it here in theory? Okay. So the artifact of KUMA, where is it here? Serpent Edge, infantry unit attack, legion defense, cooldown always 400. For the next 15 seconds, the legion gains 30% HP, which is huge. And remember, because it has a cooldown, this helps with the Lake 1 damage, which is important, and deals diffuse damage. Diffuse kinda sucks because it gets reduced the more people you hit. As you can see here on the icon, the AoE is 360, so you're not gonna miss the artifact. So deals damage up to 3 nearby enemy legions every 3 seconds, okay? It lasts so it's 5 hits total because it lasts 15 seconds, 3 seconds, damage factor of 400, then you gain slow. Now, additional effects, gaining an HP buff via hero skill, the legion gains 1% attack and defense for 10 seconds, maximum 5 stacks, so that's a total of 10% stats. The good thing is that it's attack and defense, the ones that are gonna be the lowest on your march. Do I think this artifact is crazy good? No. Do I think it's probably the best for your KUMA Lake 1? Yes. If you're not looking at making their march blink. So I think KUMA really has the opportunity to be really good at blinking, okay? Like, when you blink with a Gorish Kobold, for example, you're just tanking and dealing some damage from counterattack. When you're blinking with KUMA Lake 1, you're looking to go in and apply an insane HP debuff on all the enemy DPS. If you really time properly KUMA's blinks with your DPS pushing into the enemy murder ball, like, just imagine all the AoE damage getting increased by like all the HP debuffs, all the hits. Like, KUMA's, like, I feel it could be really good for blinking. The issue is because it has so much, like, I recommend this for blinking for 2 reasons. One, it has Legion HP, which usually for all infantry except like the KUMA march is the best one. You get some extra damage dealt, whatever, but then you can blink back. Like, if you miss your blink, you just get 1 march. You can blink out, you can still use your infantry as regular one. But because, like, I don't know, do we really care about that HP? I mean, you can just use Storm Arrows, it gives you attack, which is more ideal for the KUMA. But then again, if you fail your blink, your assault, you're gonna get destroyed. And it has some damage dealt increase, which is nice. But yeah, you can use it as blinking. So my recommendations, to be honest, would be, if you want to use it as regular infantry, Serpent's Edge over any other artifact. No synergy with Dragon Scale. No synergy with this additional effect on the Shield of Sturdiness. Like, you can still use it. I don't know, I'd go with the Serpent's Edge. You go in, you get this massive HP buff, you still take the less damage, increases your hero's damage, AoE damage, march speed slow, even more stats. Like the artifact looks strong, it's just, like, I don't know, like, it's strong, nothing crazy, and Spirit Bomb Torque you don't wanna remove from Gorish. Deathless Vines, worthy shot, HP, which kinda sucks for the march, but the good thing is you're immobilizing the enemy. By immobilizing the enemy, you allow your pet to deal damage because they will be on melee range, which is one of the one of the secret mechanics. You get 20% extra HP too. And by the way, whenever you receive healing via hero skill, artifact skill cooldown is reduced by 4 seconds for every 600 points of healing factor. Now, it says hero skill, it doesn't say what was the hero. It doesn't say innate hero skill. Like, I'm pretty sure. Who was the hero that said the innate thing? If you want to check here, innate. The 5 fixed skills that every hero starts out with, those do not include their talents, okay? Like, for me, that's the description of the Deathless Vine, so you could, in theory, use it for the... What does this say exactly again? Oh, oh. Yeah, hero skill. Okay, it should work with KUMA's second skill. So Deathless Vines, it should still synergize with this healing factor here. So in theory, you get the cooldown reduction. The issue is the healing here is super low compared to Garwood, which is what the artifact is made for, which has a way higher healing, thus increasing the cooldown reduction. So yeah, if you want probably the best march for open field, it's KUMA Lake 1 with the Serpent's Edge or one of the Blink artifacts. Pets, safest bet is Venomous Lizard, you know it's gonna always work. The Moss Rock, I see it has some flaws, I still need to test it. So if you want your safe bet, you go with what I said. Catch you in the next one.